Let me say something directly. If you keep delaying your goals, it's not because you don't care. It's not because you lack ambition. And it's definitely not because you're incapable. It's because your nervous system is running an old protecting script. And until you understand that, you will keep fighting yourself. Today, we are breaking that down. First, we need to understand the discipline lie. For years, we've been told we be disciplined, wake up earlier, push harder, stop making excuses. But here's the question, why can someone be extremely disciplined in one area but completely blocked in another? You go to the gym consistently, but you delay launching your ideas. You show up for work daily, but you avoid difficult conversations. If discipline was the problem, you would be inconsistent everywhere. So something else is happening, and that something is emotional memory. Second thing you need to understand is emotional memory and biology. Your brain stores experience emotionally first, before logic, before reasoning, before conscious thoughts. If at any point in your life being visible led to criticism, taking initiative led to embarrassment, expressing yourself led to rejection, your system encoded that as threat. Now fast forward to adulthood. You try to build something meaningful, post content, speak up, take a bigger role. Your body reacts before your mind decides. Heart rate changes, breathing tightens, energy drops. You call it procrastination. Your body calls it protection. And that is where the disparity comes into picture. One part of you wants to do something and the other part of you is limiting it. So it's you against your biology, you against your stored old pattern, you against your brain which is protecting you. Now, the third thing you need to understand is why willpower fails. Willpower operates from prefrontal cortex. Protection operates from the limbic system. And emotion beats logic every time. You cannot outthink and activate nervous system. This is why motivation spikes and then disappears under pressure. Because motivation is cognitive. Safety is biology. And biology always wins because it's your body's and your mind's first priority to keep you safe. And that is embodied in your biology. And until unless you change from the eyes of that perspective, the automated self-aligned biology, nothing changes and you're back to where you were in procrastination zone, or maybe running away from the situation, or not being good in a social manner, various elements, getting overreactive, getting triggered by small words. There are endless loops to it. Fourth thing you need to understand is looking at from the reset entropy lens. Entropy in physics means disorder. In human terms, it means internal chaos. When emotional memory, stress, and unprocessed experiences accumulate, your system becomes noisy. That noise shows up as overthinking, avoidance, emotional reactivity, mental fatigue, etc. etc. Reset entropy is about reducing that internal noise. When noise drops, signal becomes clear. And when the system stabilizes, execution becomes effortless. Fifth thing we'll head to is the 3 steps internal reset. Before any important task, do this. Step 1, pause the impulse. Not for long, for 30 seconds. Second is regulate breathing. Slow inhale, longer exhale, signal first. And it signals safety to your biology. Reframe the association. Ask, what is my body trying to protect me from? Name it. When you name it, you reduce its grip. And this is not mindset work, it is nervous system work. Because let's say your biology and your brain is thinking that it's protecting you from something, and when you name it, what happens is you naming it logically now, and you analyze it in a logical manner. And once you see from the eyes of logic, you will be like, why was I worried about this also? And it instantaneously loses all its big created hoax inside the brain. The sixth part you need to understand is why this matters in long term, which is the most important part here. If you don't reset internal patterns, you build success on top of tension. That tension leaks into relationships, health, leadership. But when your internal state stabilizes, your ambition stops feeling heavy. Action feels clean and growth stops feeling like survival. That is the difference. Because you are not lazy, you are not broken, you are patterned. And patterns can be recalibrated. That is what reset entropy exists for. Not to hype you, not to motivate you, but to help you operate from internal coherence. If this resonated, share this episode with someone who keeps fighting themselves. And if you're ready to go deeper, join the Reset Entropy webinar. Let's stabilize your internal system properly.